Welcome to Grow Joyfully. Look who's back. Buddy the bunny's back. Hey, buddy. How are you? I think he's come to see his chickens. Hi. How are you doing? You're very close to me, buddy. I know, Lucy. It's okay. Now he's going to go hide underneath the trailer. Look at Buddy. He's going around and around and around the chicken. Looks like Mrs. Puffy Head likes him. Oh, he's digging. I think he's living underneath the tack shed. Come here, buddy. I'm going to give him some alfalfa pellets. I put some pellets down, and now I'll put a little more hay down. There he is. He's a funny guy. There he is under Hopper's hutch again. I feed him what I feed Hopper, except for the bunny treats. What are you looking for, bud? Here you go, Hopper. There's some more hay. There you go. Yeah, where's your bunny treats? What are you looking for today? You can't get out. No. No. There's Buddy right back there up against the cement. He's still checking out what's happening underneath the tack room. There he goes. And what are you clucking about today? Are you going to lay an egg there? You do have a nest, you know. Here comes Buddy again. He's hiding behind the lawnmower. Where are you? There's Miss Fluffy Head. Maybe he's underneath. Where'd he go? I think he's underneath the lawnmower. Oh, there he is. He's outside. He moves very quickly. He's just checking everything else out. Lucy's all freaked out. There you go again. Hopper seems a little bit excited. Maybe he can tell he's down there. Maybe it's a she. Heaven forbid. George is all fed and taken care of. And Hopper's fed and taken care of. And Buddy is checking out Hopper. He did a couple of little kicks towards the chicken. Animals are so entertaining. I could watch them all day, but I have things to do. So everybody is fed here. I got to see Buddy the bunny. It's time to take the eggs into the house, get my hands washed, and head out to my beloved greenhouse. Is that right? They love being outside. I think they're like me in that respect. I was kind of a feral child when I was little. I think that's the best way to be raised. Outside, playing, drinking out of the hose, being out in the fresh air and sunshine. That's the way I was raised, and I'm so glad. To get out to the greenhouse, my wonderful sister bought me some more plant labels and some jute. I've got a lot of potting up to do. It's 43 degrees outside right now and about 55, not quite 55 degrees inside. Look at my beauties. Aren't they gorgeous? I only got one Abe Lincoln planted up yesterday, so I'm going to start there first. And this is the one I potted up, and it does not look happy. So maybe I didn't get enough roots with it. I'm going to let it set for a couple of days. And if it doesn't snap out of it, then I will just throw it out in the compost and go on to the next one. I've turned up the heat. I'm going to put my neighbor Totoro on, and I am going to start potting up some seedlings. The herbal tea of the day is hibiscus and raspberry leaf. These Abe Lincoln seedlings have some nice root structure. This one is kind of limp, so it's going out. Look at this one right here. So I'm going to pop them in these pots here. Got to make sure I get them labeled. Look at that root structure. That should be a very good plant. Do you see how the tomato seedling looks like it's holding hands? Well, that's because the seed is stuck on these two leaves. So what you're supposed to do after you wash your fingers off, get some saliva from your mouth and put it on the seed. And just hold it there for a little tiny bit. And then it will just come off. Like that. And then you don't hurt the leaves. I learned this from Jess at Roots and Refuge Farm. And she described how she would just moisten her fingers with some saliva. Then hold on to the little seed, whatever you'd call it, pod or jacket that's left. And there's something in your saliva that helps to remove the seed jacket. Try that one again. Isn't that amazing? I love that. And the rest of the seedlings in the original cup will have a lot more room to grow. Just put a little bit of the really nice potting mix down around them. Okay, I potted up 9 Abe Lincoln seedlings. They look pretty healthy. Now it's time to find space for them, and hopefully on one of the heating mats. I'm experimenting again, and I'm using the yeast fertilizer that I learned about on Almost an Off-Grid Grandma with Krista. And while these plants are not out in the garden, obviously, I'm going to see if I can use the tiniest bit, it's really diluted, and see if it will help these seedlings grow and get strong and get nice and dark green. Just a tiny bit for each one. You're always supposed to water in any seedlings or anything that you plant. I'll give these guys a little water too. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to thin some of the Payette tomato, which is a determinate, and the Northern Ruby paste, which is also a determinate. They're too squishy in their cup, so let's get it done. Look how thick the stems are on these Payette dwarf tomatoes. They're a determinate, and dwarf just means that it is a smaller, compact plant that would go well in containers or definitely raised beds. Well, I was able to pot up 9 Northern Ruby paste and 8 Payette dwarf and make some room in the original pot for the other plants. I'm pretty excited. I potted up almost 30 tomatoes today, so that's a good day's work. I hope you guys are busy and getting things done, that you're getting outside if you can. I hope you have a really wonderful day, and don't forget to do it joyfully. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you on the next video.